The rainbow fish tank is doing amazing. We've got all the plants in here. I still haven't planted them all. The reason why I haven't planted all of them yet is because I don't want some of these plants to be planted in this tank. I want to use them in other tanks. So yeah, this tank is just going to be a slow, long-term tank. So make sure to enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can and enjoy it at the moment. Yeah, but the rainbows, they're looking amazing. We've still got the endlers in there. And yeah, these guys are just so nice in a planted tank. And today, we're not going to be talking about this tank for much more. We're going to be talking about this one right here. This is where my Pleco is right now, my one and only Pleco. It's an 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀 or leopard frog Pleco. Today we're going to be upgrading it, giving this guy a new home with a bunch of Pleco caves. The tank we'll be upgrading it to is right over here. This is a super unique tank that I think will be awesome for that Pleco. It's a 3-foot tank, but it's got slightly unusual dimensions. This here is another 3-foot tank, 90 centimeters by 45 by 45. This tank right now currently houses my angelfish. It's a little bit dirty. We've got some blue-green algae growing on the substrate, but this tank size is what we call the 90 centimeter standard tank here in Japan. So 90 by 45 by 45. This one here, however, is 90 by 45 by 30. So it's a little bit shallower. It's only got 30 centimeters top to bottom, or about 12 inches. And it's going to be awesome for breeding and housing Plecos. And to add to that, we've got a bunch of Pleco caves sent to us from Pleco Ceramics. And they are an amazing company. I want to thank them so much for sending me all these caves. It's gonna be super fun to set this tank up. Pleco Ceramics is a company that breeds a number of pretty exotic Plecos, and they also make Pleco caves, as you see here. We're going to unbox them in a moment. And they make Pleco food too, and they're becoming really popular. I think many of you also know this company. But today we've got a discount code on these, so if you want to support them, please go and support them using code RIO. It's just my name, and you can get 20% off your purchase. They really do need your support right now because they are located in Ukraine and they're going through some really tough times right now. So it really means a lot, and it's going to help them out tremendously if you go and support them. We'll definitely take a closer look at all of this in just a moment, but first let's go and take a look at this tank. So this tank right here is about 15 gallons or 60 liters. It's a 2-foot tank. Here it's what we call the 60 centimeter standard tank, and it's a really nice size to play with. It's the same as the ADA 60 centimeter tank right here. It's the same dimensions, except the ADA tank is like more just beautiful. It's rimless and it's crystal clear glass, low iron glass, whereas this one is just regular and it's much cheaper. So yeah, we've got the Pleco in here right now. He's got 3 caves, but he always like goes in and out between these two. So I don't know if it's a he or a she, but this Pleco, yeah, likes to use these 2 caves. And this one right here is a Pleco Ceramics cave. I really love the design of the Pleco Ceramics cave. They've got a few designs we'll take a look at later. We've got a driftwood in here. We've got a little hang-on back filter, which is kind of hard to see, but yeah, up here, hang-on back filter. And we've got a little lid that I made DIY. Then we've just got some plants just floating in here. So today we're going to slowly disassemble this tank. So I think it's time now to finally give this Pleco a new tank, a much bigger tank, a huge upgrade. And yeah, let's just get straight into this. So I'm actually not so sure where to begin. I do want to keep all this water, and I'll probably use that hang-on back filter as well on that tank right here. So I'm going to store this water, take it out, disassemble this tank, and we need to start by getting this tank empty first. So let's go and unbox some of these Pleco caves and kind of scape it. Pleco scape it. Scape it for a Pleco. Take a look at all of these Pleco caves. I'm gonna make this unboxing super easy. And take a look at that right there. We've got a small little collection of Pleco Ceramics products. They've still got a few more designs of caves and stuff that you can go and look at if you're interested. But right here, we've got some of their caves, and let's take a look at them. So right here, this is a pretty large cave. I'm not sure how I'll use this, but it is good for maybe if you have baby plecos fry, they can go in and hide under, or if you've got a big pleco, maybe they'll use this to breed in. Next to that is a cichlid stone. Pretty cool looking rock. Good for African cichlids, maybe even some South American cichlids, apistograms, German blue rams. But I do feel that this is more suited towards African cichlids. Maybe you know a fish that would love to use this cichlid stone. Yeah, what type of fish are there that would love this as a hiding spot? Let me know in the comments down below. And one thing to note, these are all ceramic products, so you have to be very careful with them. If it drops, high chances are that it's gonna break, so just be careful when handling these. Next to the cichlid stone, we've got this natural cave, and you can see it looks like a log. Really love this design. It's gonna look really nice in a planted tank. Next to that is one of their probably most popular caves, and I've seen Dean from Dean's Fish Room use this cave a lot. I think he really likes this cave. Yeah, I really love these caves a lot. Just from the way they look, I think they look amazing. I love the design, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be using these today. We've got two sizes. We've got size M and size S, and I'm not so sure what the measurements are, but if you go to Pleco Ceramics website, they have all the measurements down below. It's a really fun website to look at. They've got a huge selection, much more caves than what I have here, so if you're interested, definitely go check them out. And then finally, we've got these leaves. I'm not so sure what I'm going to use this for, but I've seen Yuri, owner of Pleco Ceramics, and he used them for baby fish. So his baby plecos, they'll go and hide underneath these things, so pretty cool. Maybe, hopefully one day, if I ever get my plecos to breed for me, then maybe we can put this to good use. So I'm going to start setting this tank up. Before we can do anything, I need to put a background on this tank, and I've got to get on a ladder here. But yeah, we've got the background ready, the sticker paper. We're going with a white background because it's just gonna make it look more natural, I guess. Yeah, I was going to go black, but then I was looking at some professional Pleco and Corydoras breeders. They're using white background, so I decided why not follow them, and we'll go with white. Check that out, the Pleco tank is finished. We've got sand in here. The sand is a little bit darker than I was hoping for. I did want something like this color, a brighter color sand, but I guess for now we'll just use this, and maybe in the future if I don't like it, I'll swap it out for some lighter color sand. But I've also added rocks on top of the driftwood because the driftwood started floating, so just for a few weeks until the driftwood can hold itself underwater, we'll keep those rocks on top of it. But we've got how many Pleco caves in here? I think 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 Pleco caves in here, all from Pleco Ceramics. And we're also going to be adding these two Pleco caves. My 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀𝗀 Pleco is currently in this little cave, and we're going to move both of those up there, so he's got a ton of options to pick from. And it's gonna be really fun watching this Pleco live in that tank. And then in the future, I hope to get more of that same type of Pleco and maybe stack these caves up. Use some slate rocks and stack up more Pleco caves and just give them option of height as well. So they're gonna enjoy that, and hopefully I can breed some of these Plecos because 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀s are one of the coolest looking Plecos. I love their goldish, yellowish color with the black stripes. It looks amazing. Another one of my favorites is the 𝗯𝘂𝑑6, the zebra Pleco, and I'm hoping one day I can do something with them in this tank. So 2 Pleco tanks next to each other, but I don't know, L46 are really expensive, and I don't know if I can do that. I'm in no hurry to do that tank. We've got one Pleco tank set up, and that's enough for now. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. Let me know what kind of Pleco you'd like to see in this tank. So this tank right here, which my beautiful L134 Pleco is sitting in, used to be right over here. I think you guys saw in the beginning of this video. But I moved it over here, and then soon, in a couple of days, I'm going to move that Pleco up into this tank, and this tank will be empty. And then right here we have the 3 60-centimeter tanks, and we're going to aquascape each one of them. This one is already aquascaped. We just trimmed it last video, and you can see the plants are doing amazing. The pink flamingo cryptocoryns are looking stunning in here, so I can't wait for this tank to grow out. Here, I'm planning on the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, as I mentioned last video. Still working on that, and then this tank, once it's empty, we can have another aquascaped aquarium. So just take a look at this view right now. We've got 3 tanks, and in a couple of months' time, they're all going to be aquascaped, and they're going to look amazing. And as for this empty section now, you can see on top we've got the 4-foot rainbow fish tank. All the rainbows looking stunning. I love this tank, and we need to get more fish for this tank because it's still kind of empty. But down here we can put another 4-foot tank. I'm not so sure when I'm going to do that yet, but once the right time comes for it, we're going to add a 4-foot tank here, and most likely do some African cichlids in this bottom section. And I forgot to mention that Pleco Ceramics, they sent me a bunch of caves. They also sent me some Pleco food. So we've got the Pleco tablets right here, as well as the Pleco paste, and I'll try to make videos on this in the future. The paste thing is really, really cool. So I just put a light on this tank, and it looks so much better. I was planning to have no lights on this tank, but just this one LED light, it makes the tank just stand out so much more, and I really like this look. Let me know what you guys think. Do we have lights on this tank or no lights? And also, one more thing I want to know is I'm thinking about adding some of that philodendron right there, and also maybe some pothos, and the roots will just be hanging down in the back, and then we can have the leaves sticking out. I think that'll look so nice, but what do you guys think about that? I really wanted to add the Pleco into this tank today, but I just want to be extra safe, and I don't want to risk anything with that Pleco because it's not a cheap Pleco. So I want to be extra safe, make sure this tank is ready for that one guy, and then once he does well in this tank, we'll add more of those Plecos, and hopefully we can breed them in the future. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please check out Pleco Ceramics YouTube channel and subscribe to them as well, and check out their Instagram. All their links will be in the description and the comment section down below, and please go and support them if you're interested in these Pleco products. 20% off, once again, promo code right there. Their shipping may be a little bit slower than usual because of the current situation that's going on, but I guarantee you, you're gonna love these products, and I really like them too. So I'll see you guys next time.